Yo, everybody, it's your main man, Mighty Albert, and what a better way to make a video again after a long period of time when we talk about something as great as The Legend of Zelda. And yes, this is a Nintendo Switch OLED version of The Legend of Zelda's Tears of the Kingdom. I can't even speak right now because of how excited I am to even be owning this Switch. I had to have it. I knew I was gonna get it. As soon as I saw that it was a thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the Switch. Obviously, we're gonna look at the Switch and take a look at it, but I also want to talk about my thoughts, my hopes, and expectations for the new game. But if this is your first time on the channel, please don't forget to smash the crap out of that like button and hit subscribe, because once in a while, as of late, I make videos like this all the time, and it's something I enjoy to do a lot. And I want to talk about Zelda, and obviously we're going to do some live streaming on this game in the future when it comes out in the next 2 weeks. So what more could I possibly say or introduce, right, than The Legend of Zelda? It's a game that needs no hype, no more introductions. It's a game that literally all of us have been waiting for since its announcement, I think back in like 2018, 19. And I know it's been on my radar. It's literally been on the whole planet's radar, and we're finally getting the sequel. Now, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I already unboxed this thing. It's a Switch, right? It's packaged the same way as every other Switch OLED model. I just want to just go right ahead and we'll just take a look at it right away, set up, and let's just talk about the game. So let me just start off by saying, what is there not to say about how awesome this Switch looks? I mean, it's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely breathtaking in person. I can't even really describe to you just how great it looks in person. You know, the pictures, videos, they do a good job at capturing, but I mean the detail in the paint, like this gold that you're seeing right now on the Nintendo Switch dock, it's like a nice metallic holographic type of paint that they used on it, and just the details that are in like all the runes and designs on this body of this dock is just awesome. I love the way it looks with the white background. It just really makes this color pop right out of it. And it's definitely something that'll catch you or your friend's eyes when they walk into your room and seeing it displayed on your TV or next to your computer on your computer desk. It's just really sweet to look at. And I have mine stored on top of my computer desk, so it matches really well with my computer tower. You know, it's not like I planned it to be that way or anything like that. And then we could go and we could just take a look at how awesome the controllers look. Now, the controllers are what had me from the start. Looking at these controllers, they're perfect. I wouldn't have made them any other type of way. It would have been sick. A friend of mine at work were talking about if the controllers were made like out of like almost like a metal type of material. But you know, then we also figured out, you know, it'll probably scratch and ding up pretty easily, so it might not be the best idea if you actually want to use your controllers, right, to have them in that type of material. But they almost look that way because of the way it's painted, I will say that. But you know, they're Joy-Cons. Taking a look at the back of the dock, you know, a pretty generic back, just a little bit more designs on the back. Nothing really spectacular here. You know, it is the back. You know, you're not going to be looking at the back of your dock too much. And one of the only, I guess, gripes I would have to say that I have with the special edition Zelda OLED is that the back is pretty plain, right? You know, you got this nice little swirly design on the back, but it's nothing really like breathtaking, right? My friend, again, he said it would have been sick if it was painted gold like it is on the dock. You know, it would have been really nice if they did that. You know, kind of like how if you've ever seen the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Nintendo Switch OLED, it looks sick. The back of the OLED looks absolutely amazing. I wish they did something like that, you know, painted the swirls a gold color or even white. Would have been sweet. But, you know, it still is a nice little accent. I guess that's the only place I could really say I complain about. Taking a look in detail on the Joy-Cons, you could see that nice gold pop that I was talking about earlier. Absolutely breathtaking. Very nice detail. One side's got this swirly white side, the other side has this weird green energy that I myself have speculated to represent maybe the Zonai energy. I haven't looked up anything regarding this game in detail by speculators. I'm sure the Zelda community with finding out what things mean just by a picture or like a game clip. These dudes dive so deep into it and know so much. I don't even want to watch these guys sometimes because I really don't want to get spoiled about on this game. Just so excited. So that's my speculation. Zonai energy. If you take a look at the back, you see like these little golden runes that are depicted on the Joy-Cons. Something that I'm assuming has something to do with the game itself. I have no idea. That's just got to be an assumption. Nintendo never really does anything by accident on anything when it comes to their, teaser trailers or games or art books, anything. There's always something, a little Easter egg. There's a reason why they put it on there. So Al, what are your speculations or your hopes and your thoughts about this game coming out in just 2 weeks? Well, it's simple, right? And this is coming from someone who, just like many others, have been playing this game since they were a little kid. I remember playing the original NES Zelda with my mom and my dad and watching them play Ocarina of Time and waiting for my turn when I got home from school. And my thought process on this game, knowing everything that we know about the timelines, I think that this Zelda is going to start a new arc with the story between the demise and with Hylia, and really just enforcing a new timeline, right? This new duality between good and evil within the Zelda universe, right? Because if you think about it, why would Nintendo bridge all three timelines in Breath of the Wild? Basically every childhood, the adult timeline, the fallen hero timeline, and the childhood timeline. Why would they bring these three timelines together? Well, first, on a practical stand, it makes it easier to tell the story. Because, with time, time stories can be very convoluted and can be very difficult to follow. So practically, it just makes sense. It makes things easier for them to explain going forward. The story of Demise and the story of Hylia. And if you don't know anything about like the beginning origins of how Ganon and Ganondorf and Link and Hylia and Zelda, how they all fit into this picture of this constant war and this constant battle between good and evil, I really suggest you play Skyward Sword. They remastered this game for a reason. Like I said, Nintendo never does anything by accident. There is a reason why that they remastered Skyward Sword before releasing Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm assuming moving forward within the Switch's life, we'll maybe get eventually Twilight Princess and Wind Waker and all that stuff. So that is why they did that. They really want you to focus on who is Demise, right? Who is Hylia, and who is this chosen hero by Hylia, right? There's a reason for that. And the reason being, is that maybe we start to dive into a timeline where maybe we could put a stop to this never-ending battle, this curse that Demise put over Zelda and Link all the way back in Skyward Sword, right? There is an opportunity for Nintendo to tell a brand new type of story of maybe every sequel moving on forward, we reach closer and closer to diving in. There may be a chance for Nintendo moving forward to dive in and tell a story on how maybe we could put a stop to this never-ending cycle, and that gives them an opportunity to introduce maybe new villains that have nothing to do with Ganon or having nothing to do with Demise, maybe threats. Like, I loved the whole story element of Majora's Mask. It really didn't feel like the story of Majora fit into that Demise curse that was placed on Link and Zelda in the beginning of Skyward Sword, right? Maybe they could dive into more stories on Majora. Where did Majora come into place, right? Where does Majora fit in? Because there's a lot of things that we really don't know about Majora's Mask. There's plenty of theories, but nothing really definitive on what Majora is. Maybe they could dive into the whole Zant thing too, even though Zant was, basically hired by Ganon in Twilight Princess. There is an endless plethora of things that they can do if they kind of squeeze the whole Zelda and Ganon, constantly being reincarnated over and over and over again, cursed, to endlessly have this fight between good and evil. Do I think they would get rid of it completely? No, of course not, because this is just how it's been for the last, what, 25 years, 30 years now? No, it's been 30 years. Jesus, I'm getting old. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, you know? They want a chance possibly to tell new stories, and I think that's good, but I don't think they would get rid of obviously the Ganon and Zelda and Link thing entirely. There's just no way they would do that. But I really want to hear what you guys have to think. Are you hyped as I am about this game? It's been so long since we've been waiting for this game. It got delayed a couple of times, but it is finally here. I cannot believe I'm looking at my calendar. It is literally 2 Fridays away from today, and it is insanely awesome that we are finally going to be playing this game. I'm so excited. I really hope to see you guys when I'm doing the live streams. I want to hear what you think the game is going to bring to us. Speculations, please no spoilers. I really am curious to see what you guys are most excited to see. Is it the building aspects of the game? Is it the story most of all over everything? Are you excited? Are you not as excited as you thought you'd be seeing all these new gameplay footages? Let me know. You could follow me on social media as well. I post on there a lot. Instagram.com/MightyAlbert. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, and I will see you probably when Zelda comes out. Peace!